What's good, YouTube? Welcome to VJ Basketball Takes, and today we're going to talk about 4 NBA players that are having a breakout season. And the first player I want to talk about is Christian Wood. Christian Wood is a center/power forward that plays for the Houston Rockets and that is having a great season so far with 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist, and with a 54% from field goal and 35% from three-pointer. Now, if you've been watching Christian Wood for a little bit and you watched him like his last 5 games last year, you knew that he was gonna have a good season this year. But he just didn't have the opportunity that everybody else had. He went undrafted in the draft, but he was also projected to be a first-round pick. The only thing is that when he got to the draft combine and got to pre-draft workouts, he was lazy. He thought that he would be better than everybody else. He thought he had more skills than everybody else, so he didn't have to work as hard. But then that came to bite him in the butt. When it came to drafting night, he got undrafted. So after that, he signed with the 76ers. And he didn't get that many minutes. He didn't get any good minutes. And after his time with the 76ers, the Sixers cut him. So that led him to join the Charlotte Hornets. But again, he did not get a lot of minutes, and he got cut from the Charlotte Hornets. And the same thing happened with the Pelicans. But with the Pelicans, he got a little bit of minutes and a little bit of playing time, and he did good in a little bit of playing time, but the Pelicans still waived him. Now with the Pistons, he signed with the Pistons. In the last 5 games, he was going on a tear, averaging about 20 points and more than 10 rebounds. But he got waived again. And then he signed with the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets took him in after needing players around John Wall and James Harden and DeMarcus Cousins. But they also knew that Harden was not going to be on the team for that long, so they needed another player to take over. So that's when they grabbed Christian Wood. But so far in this season, he's been averaging very good stats, and he might even be the most improved player this year. Now the next player I want to talk about is Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant is 6'8" small forward for the Detroit Pistons, and this year he's been playing way better than he played in any other years. Last year he averaged about 12 points per game. Now this year he's averaging 24 points per game. He basically doubled what he averaged last year. And he is shooting good with 46% from the field goal and around 34% from the three-point line. And just like Christian Wood, Jeremy Grant was always a good basketball player. It's just that he never got the minutes of a star or of a superstar or a star or even an all-star. So him not getting the meaningful minutes and him not getting a chance, it doesn't look like he's like a very good basketball player, but he really was. He was a diamond in the rough. But when it came to the offseason and the Nuggets offered him a contract, he declined his contract with the Nuggets and was looking for a team that he can have control over and it can be his own team. That's when he signed with the Detroit Pistons. And with the Detroit Pistons, they started playing him 36 minutes per game, and he started putting up all-star numbers. Right now, the Detroit Pistons are not the best team in the league, but they do have a very good squad, a very good young squad, and they do have kind of a future. The next player I want to talk about is Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton was already a good player. It's that he took another step in his game, with it being percentages, efficiency, any of it. He took a major step, especially with his three-pointer. Last year, three-pointer, he only averaged 35%. But this year now, he averages 45% from the three-point line. That's amazing for a player of his caliber. And he also averages 24 points per game. And like I said, Colin Sexton was always projected to be a good player in the NBA. I believe he was top 5 in his draft or top 10 in his draft overall. But this is a kind of like a surprising season for him, because this is his only 3rd season in the NBA. And he's already putting up all-star numbers and playing better than most of these players out here. So our last player that I will be talking about is Jaylen Brown. And Jaylen Brown, as we all know, he's a shooting guard for the Boston Celtics. And we all know Jaylen Brown is a good player, and he's an all-star caliber player, basically. And we all knew how good he was. But this year, he's been on a tear, basically. He averaged 27 points per game with like 50% from the field goal and 40% from the three-pointer and 70% from the free throw. And he had been playing without Jason Tatum, but even with Jason Tatum, he's still been scoring a lot of points. And we all knew that Jaylen Brown was actually good, but we just never knew that he was this level of good. And he could score the ball this much. This is unreal for Jaylen Brown. It's like people are actually questioning now that is Jaylen Brown the best player on the Boston Celtics, or is Jason Tatum the best player on the Boston Celtics? But with that being said, that'll be the end of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and give me some new video ideas to do, and tell me some things I can improve on, whether it's quality, whether it's how my mic sounds, whether it's the editing, anything. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.